Hello, my name's Caden, or Ninjago and more, and today I am so excited to be giving my thoughts on Ninjago City Workshops. Now, of course, at first, this set was thought to be Ninjago City Crossroads. However, we now know it is Ninjago City Workshops. It is going to have 3,244 pieces and is releasing as soon as March 1st. That is a month away. Technically, it's less than a month away, so I am so excited to be getting this. It did get revealed a day or two ago, but I wanted to wait until it was on the actual LEGO website before I gave my thoughts on it, but here it is, so let's get into it. So, my first impressions, I am not over the moon with this. Of course, I'll go into a lot more detail as to why I feel the way I feel, but from the immediate first impressions, I was super let down by this. However, I've slept on it a little bit, and I have kind of looked around, and there are a few positives. So, yeah, let's dive into it, and I'll give my thoughts. So, firstly here, we can see it's kind of reminiscent of gardens, I think, with the corner structure and then a bit of water in the middle here. But I don't really get the point of this. If we scroll on a little bit, we can see that that entire middle section is just a base for the mech. However, does a Ninjago City set really need to revolve around a mech? I am going to say no. I think people buy these sets for them to look pretty, not to be mech holders, you know. We want colourful, vibrant shops. We want Ninjago references, which this set is filled with Ninjago references, so that's a thumbs up. But we don't want big, ugly mechs just plopped in the middle of our buildings. But let's go through the pictures one by one. So the first picture here, yeah, we just have the set. The second picture, we have the box art. As always, very beautiful. Ninjago City Workshops. It's so cool that we're getting a 5th city expansion. Here we can see the scale of it, and it does look quite tall, to be fair. It does look pretty tall. There's the mech. The mech is just so ugly. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit negative here, but I think all of the budget for this mech should have either gone into the diorama puppet or into the actual build. Instead of making the mech so big and use so many pieces, those pieces should have been spent on something more important. We can see Dorama's room here with some really cool references. He has his puppet there. He has the speaker, which Aaron first... is it a speaker or a radio or whatever it's called? A disc player, a vinyl player. Is that? I don't know. But whatever it is, this is the item that Aaron first uses Object Spinjitzu on. We have some stickers here. I think that's the Duplo logo. That is crazy, the skeleton from 2011. And when I say that's crazy, I mean the skeleton's name is crazy. And then, yeah, of course, the puppet there, very cool. We have the few figures here, some fish. I don't know what that fish guy is saying. Some random stickers. These civilians, I mean, I'll talk about the figures later, but these civilians annoy me. We have Dorama looking really creepy there, poking through under a garage door. A working garage door, which is cool. That is going to be a lot of fun. This image is really cool. We have a remake, like a micro version of Cole's Titan mech from the June 2024 wave. I never got this set, it was never a bit of me, but I know a lot of people like it, so I'm sure this will excite some people. And then here, this is incredible. We have a box, a shelf full of boxes of Ninjago mechs. We have the original Samurai X mech, we have Lloyd's Titan mech, Cole's Titan mech, not too sure. Oh, I think that's Zane's mech from Legacy, the Season 5 Legacy remake, and I think that's Jay's mech from Core. I'm not too sure though, but anyway, I'm sure we'll get better looks at those boxes when the set is officially revealed. The figs we'll get onto in a second. The build here, it looks very nice. It's very, you know, the colour scheme is what you'd expect. I think it should have been a little bit more colourful towards the top. I think there's a few too many buildings in the old world. Let's see next. Yeah, a bit of a close-up. I like that kind of, I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's like a mech face kind of posing. I don't know, it looks cool though. The sticker there, that is awesome. That is again Cole's mech from 2024. The crane feels a bit out of place. I really don't feel like Ninjago City should be an industrial work in progress. I think the buildings should all be designed to look beautiful, and I think having a crane stick out the top doesn't really match that aesthetic. Again, you know, all the mechanisms for the mech is... they don't look good, in my opinion. Again, sorry if I'm sounding too negative here. We have Zane's Crystallized Jet. Who asked for that? A sticker for the Roto Jet or the Boulder Blaster. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that sticker says, and I'm not going to translate it. The Temple of Air Jitsu there, an Octane canister. So this set is absolutely filled to the brim with references upon references, and that is really cool. At the back of it here, we can see the mech stripped down to its bare bones. I think that is Ninjago City Markets being connected to workshops there, so that's pretty cool. So the build is okay. You know, I'm not going to hate on it too much. There is way too much open space. Here, for example, there are no buildings that go here, and this is just like a little workshop kind of thing for the mech, and I know it's called Ninjago City Workshops, but having that massive area there be unused is just so disappointing. They could have easily fit a shop in there. If we go to the video here, I think I have to click on here, and then, can we full screen it? Yeah, we can. Let's see the 360 of this. So yeah, this bit under here is a little restaurant. This looks really nice, but this is just so big and it's just wasted. There is absolutely nothing going on here. That is such a disappointment. Going around here, yeah, this little walking area is fine. No complaints there. The back of it doesn't really need to look beautiful, in my opinion. The mech, I am so angry about because there is no need for that mech to be there. But yeah, the 360 of the set reveals so much wasted space, and I really don't like that. However, what I dislike more than that empty space is the minifigs. Let's finally talk about the elephant in the room. Now, if you know me, I love Lego minifigs. Minifigs are my number one favourite thing about Lego. I will take minifigs over the actual sets any day. And when the minifigs list for this set... well, I say the list. At first we thought Mr. Frohickey was coming in it. Then we thought Creel was coming in it. However, all of those leaks were incorrect. We are getting Casual Harumi, Dr. LaRoe, Twitchy Tim, and Dorama. 4 desirable minifigs. We're getting Zane and Pixel, who are both reuses from January. And then we've got the Dragonian Tourist, who is really cool, but not unique. Then we're getting 3 random civilians. The builder here, the random civilian there. He looks like a chef maybe. And then just a random civilian there. So, the 4 desirable figs. Harumi, Dr. LaRoe, Dorama, and Twitchy Tim. Not a single piece of leg printing between the 3 of them. Okay, that's, you know, no leg prints. That's, for Dorama, I think that is excusable. But for Twitchy Tim, for example, he needed those dual-molded legs. There is absolutely no reason as to why he doesn't have dual-molded legs. Dr. LaRoe here, ignoring the fact that her hair is the complete wrong colour, which is super annoying, there is no reason they couldn't have added just a little bit of print into her legs just to give it that extra layer of detail. Harumi, again, she literally needed 4 lines of printing on her legs and we would have been happy. It's just, and I know people are going to say, you know, Cry Me a River, or it's just a few lines on Harumi's legs, or, you know, get dual molded legs for Twitchy Tim yourself, or whatever. But when you're paying, how much is this set? When you're paying £220 and they're not even bothering to add a few leg prints, you know, you're paying like top prices here. £220, that is not cheap, and not a lot of people can afford £220. If you're forking up £220 for this set, you deserve more quality in your figs, you know. But anyway, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining too much. I am very grateful we're getting Twitchy Tim and Dorama and Dr. LaRoe. Casual Harumi, to be honest, I could take it or leave it. I think, you know, the ship has sailed for Harumi, to be fair. I doubt we're ever going to see her in the show again. I hope we don't. And I'm not interested in her as a figure anymore. Dr. LaRoe, really cool to have. Again, the hair should have been the right colour. That hairpiece doesn't exist in black either, by the way. so there's no way you can buy the official piece to put on this figure, which is a shame. And the no leg prints really takes away from the feel of the fig. She goes from feeling like a professional scientist in a lab coat to just a lazy, you know, it's like she's wearing tracksuit pants, like joggers. It sounds so stupid, but she needs the lab coat printing on her legs, so that is really annoying. Twitchy Tim, again, I feel like that ship has kind of sailed. I feel like if we were to get a Twitchy fig in markets, that would have been a fun inclusion. However, at this point, do we really need a Twitchy Tim figure? Not massively, but I will not complain whatsoever. And, well, I know I've just done a lot of complaining, but I'll take a Twitchy Tim figure. And then finally, we have Dorama, who is the complete wrong shade of purple. What they have done is they've made him the lighter purple to kind of trick your mind into just assuming it's not sparkly, but, you know, it looks brighter because of the glitter. What they should have done for Dorama is made all these pieces regular purple like he is in the show, and then done full printing on the legs, torso, arms, and the hat of glitter. And I'm not asking for side leg prints, I'm not asking for side torso prints, just, you know, sparkly printing all over him. That is, you know, he deserves that. He's you know, pretty relevant character in the show, so for him to not have the actual level of care is annoying. But Harumi and Twitchy Tim, the way I feel about them personally is their time is if I say their time is over, it sounds kind of scary, but, you know, their relevancy is kind of gone. Twitchy Tim, you know, crystallized the island, yeah, he was cool, but do we really need a figure of him in 2025? Not particularly, but it is nice to have. And then Harumi, again, I never really cared for Harumi. She's a cool character, don't get me wrong, but especially after Crystallized, she is just absolutely awful in Crystallized, and I don't really care for a casual Harumi figure. I would have much rather these two spots have gone to relevant Dragon's Rising characters who will be relevant in the future. For example, I think the one we all wanted, Mr. Frohiki. I'm pretty sure that hairpiece is retired. It might not be. That might be incorrect. But I would have rather than put the budget that they put into this figure and bringing back that hairpiece, assuming it is retired, as well as the budget of this Twitchy Tim fig, I would have rather them combined them budgets and just made one minifig of Mr. Frohiki, but whatever. The civilians are boring, whatever. I would have much rather, instead of just getting 3 humans, I would have rather had more civilians like this Dragonian tourist. There are so many cool species in Ninjago. We have Nindroids and Serpentine and Geckos and Munts and all these cool different species, and we're just getting human civilians. But this is kind of giving us a taste of what they can do, and I love it. And I think for the next modular, include no human civilians and give us frog people and Serpentine and Geckos and Munts, and you get the idea. Dorama's puppet looks awful. It should be so much bigger than a minifig. I don't know why they've scaled it down so much. Like I said, I think they should have put the mech budget into the Dorama puppet, but whatever. So the minifigs, how am I ranking them? Not too highly. This Zane as well, by the way, I want to add, I feel like, you know, he came out in a £9 battle pack, but now he's not even exclusive to that battle pack, meaning that one Zane battle pack from January of this year has 0 exclusive minifigs, which is ridiculous in my opinion. We have an Upley reference there, that's kind of cool. I don't know what that's a reference to. Like, there's a lot of references to old Ninjago stuff in this set, but it feels like they're doing it to kind of compensate for the fact that the set itself isn't that good and the minifig selection isn't amazing. But anyway, I mean, what do you think? Maybe I am just being a bit too overly critical on this set. Maybe it's not as bad as I am acting. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. Please respect my opinion as well. Don't be angry that I don't love this set. Definitely the weakest for me. out of the 5 Ninjago City sets. Nothing will ever beat markets and the hype for markets and the figures in markets. This set tries to recreate the joy of getting the figures from markets. However, it does not quite accomplish that. But that's all I've got for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Like I said, let me know in the comments what your opinion on this set is. I can't wait to hear, do you hate it as much as... Well, I don't hate it, but do you dislike it as much as I do? Or do you see some redeeming qualities within it? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!